The Treasury Department estimates America's national debt to be $28 trillion. But a report from Truth in Accounting estimates the true value to be over $123 trillion. That's because the two groups count different things as debt. Adam Andrzejewski is the founder and CEO of the nonprofit OpenTheBooks.com, which tracks all government spending. He says the $28 trillion is real-time debt, while the $123 trillion figure is more of a long-term bird's-eye view.
The benefit of the Truth in Accounting report is that it details how politicians are conferring benefits that aren't funded and actually have no hope of ever being funded. The reason politicians do this is to get reelected.
He said both Republicans and Democrats contributed to the ballooning debt, but it's not getting any better.
It's our children and our children's children that are going to have to pay it back.
For example, President Biden proposed $6 trillion in spending within his first 100 days in office. Andrzejewski says the U.S. has never seen anything like this in its whole history. And he says there's a lot of wasteful spending in the bills that are proposed.
The CARES Act a year ago provided $80 billion for our nation's schools. It was so much money they couldn't even spend $10 billion of it. And then a month ago, the American Rescue Act provided in one fell swoop another $128 billion for K through 12 schools. And the Congressional Budget Office says that 1/3 of that won't even be spent till after the next election. But then in Biden's infrastructure bill, he wants to provide another $100 billion for K through 12 schools. This is crazy.
He outlines 3 ways the growing national debt is likely to impact Americans.
The first thing is that everything you own today will be worth less. The money in the bank, your house, and that's because they've printed a bunch of money and devalued the value of your assets in real time.
Second, he says the cost of goods will be much more expensive. And third, he says taxes will go up, threatening Americans' prosperity in the future. Andrzejewski encourages people to educate themselves, speak up, and hold politicians accountable. He says at minimum, politicians should be given the time to read every page of a spending bill and publish the bills online so people can take a look before any vote is cast. Christina Kim, NTD News.